biggest area of concern is for the 49ers heading into the playoffs, if they have one.
Man, it's funny because they're down to their third string quarterback. You would think that it would be him, the unknown with Brock Purdy. I believe in Brock Purdy. I think he's going to be just fine in those moments. I don't think they're going to be too big for him. I think he's as ready for them as he can be without actually going through it. I don't think he's the biggest area of concern. I think the biggest area of concern is the deep ball defensively. They have been susceptible to it all season long. Only certain quarterbacks, certain wide receivers can take advantage of that. But if they make it to a Super Bowl, they are most likely going to be playing either the Bengals, the Chiefs, or the Bills. And all three of them can certainly beat them deep. And that would be my biggest concern. This defense is amazing. It has been locked down, but it has also had broken coverages on the back end.
Not to mention Minnesota.
Yeah.
Dallas. Philly. I mean, these are teams the Niners haven't faced that have at least competent quarterbacks and big-time wide receivers. Big-time wide receivers. And you saw what Washington decided to do. They have big-time wide receivers, and they're like, we're going to go at Diamador Lenore down the field once a quarter. And just see how – I mean, to me, that's the best game plan anyone's had against me other than Andy Reid. Let's just take shots and see what happens. You don't need to get 5 in the pattern. Go max protect. Go 8-9 blockers, and just go with Diamador. And then try to get at Talanoa too. I mean, that seems like the best you can do against the Niners. Thinking and dunking against them and trying to, like, break tackles against Dre Greenlaw. Like, good freaking luck. No, go down the field. And I don't know. Yeah,
Washington should have had 3. They should have had 3 deep balls. They had
Dotson dropped the first one.
Yep. The second one ended up being offsetting penalties along the left sideline, and then the third one was completed.
Yep. So, I mean, and then you got the Miami game where dudes were open left and right, and Tua missed them.
Yep.
So, and I mean,
and he also hit Tyreek Hill for a deep one.
He did. People say that's the best team the Niners have beaten this year. They're 8-7. That says something. Anyway, yeah,
I think the Chargers are.
I think the Chargers are the best team they've beaten too. And what's crazy about it is
it's not the same Chargers team now, though. Completely different.
They didn't beat the Chargers. They beat half the Chargers. Anyway, I'm not saying the Niners are fraudulent. It's just a schedule quirk, and the league isn't that great. But yeah, isn't it interesting that the biggest area of concern on the Niners right now is on their defense? Isn't that interesting?
Yeah, it is.
It is. I mean, the fact that they gave up 20 to Washington was surprising to me. I didn't see that coming. I thought they were going to give up 10. That's what they were pretty. And all of a sudden, Diamador Lenore isn't great. He's really not. And I don't even. I mean, I feel like what they're asking him to do is just don't get beat deep. Try to keep it in front if you can. Well, I don't know.
It's tough. But the thing is, too, is if you look at the secondary, nobody on the secondary is just overly fast. They don't have like a low 4.4 guy, a 4.3 speed guy. Everybody, they have good player. Jimmy Ward is really good, but he's not fast. Hufunga's not overly fast. We know that. Gibson's never been a safety that can cover sideline to sideline. Charvarius Ward is probably their fastest player, but I mean, is he really that fast? I don't think he is. So I think any of them are susceptible to it potentially at any point.
Yeah. Well, good thing the Niners have one hell of a front seven.